That's your new girlfriend? This is family business.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a video that I shot, man, a few months ago with my family in Ocean City, New Jersey. I'm actually from Pennsylvania. I'm in a little small town called Manheim, which is about 2.5 hours west of Philadelphia. And the reason why I shot this video was, well, one, I like to make videos of everything, but two was because I wanted to tell a little story and message about family that I feel was very important to me. And I was watching this podcast recently with Joe Rogan and Jesse Itzler. Jesse's a pretty well-known entrepreneur. He has this really awesome book out called Living with a Seal, which is about, well, anyway. But I heard him talking on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he makes a really great point. He's like, if you have like time as we get older becomes more and more important because we get busy, we have obligations, and therefore the amount of time we're able to spend with certain people decreases, especially if those people are our immediate family. I have lived, basically when I was 18, I love my parents to death, but when I was 18, I was like, all right, world, time to see what you're about. So basically I've not been living at my house, and I unfortunately only get to see my parents sometimes 2, sometimes 4 times a year. But if you think about that in the grand scheme of time, it's not like for example, hopefully my parents live to be 100 years old. Let's say if they do live to be 100 years old, that's about 40 more years. So it's not like I have, and the point that Jesse brings up in this podcast with Joe Rogan, I don't have 40 more years with my parents. Let's say I visit them twice a year. That means I have 80 visits, because, you know, 2 times a year for 40 years. That means I have 80 visits left with them. That's if they live to be 100. I mean, that's in 40 years, that's not that many visits. And I think when you begin to think about time that way, it really helps you to prioritize your time so that you're spending it in areas and with people that you actually really care about. I know I've said this before, but one of my biggest fears in life, I'll be real with you, I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of many like unfortunate things that might happen in life. What I am terrified of, like literally one of my biggest fears in life, is completely psychological. My biggest fear in life is laying on my deathbed or being in ill health and laying there and thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I wish I could have spent more time with that person. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have gone home for this family vacation. I wish I could have just, you know, spent more time and chatted with my dad or asked him questions, things like that. And so I wanted to make this video because I think it's important to start thinking about time that way, not just for your parents or your family, but who are you spending your time with, and is it worth it? Because the people who you love and who are actually worth it, are you giving a lot of your time to those people, or are you giving it to people who don't really matter, or are you giving it to your phone? Like I'll admit, sometimes I spend a ridiculous amount of time on my phone, and I'm like, dude, you could have just called your mom, or you could have called your sister or something like that. What I'm trying to say is time is very fragile. We really don't know if we have another 40 years or if we have another hour. And I'm not gonna sit here and make any excuses for why I don't get home more to see my parents and things like that. I think as I've gotten older, and especially as I've turned 30, I've begun to start looking at time a little differently. And instead of thinking to myself, oh, I have so much life left, I'll see that person when I see them, I start to think now, how many times do I see these people per year? And how many times do I need to increase that in order to, you know, feel the love and give them the love that they truly deserve? Yeah, don't spend time doing things you don't want to do when you should be spending time with people that you love. That's something that I know is kind of tricky, especially if you have a busy schedule. Look, we all have a busy schedule. I work full-time on my Jump Rope Dudes business, which that's an insane amount of work in and of itself. And on top of that, I have this YouTube channel. I'm trying to become a better videographer and photographer. So all these things take up a lot of time. I know you sitting there watching it, you might be a college student drenched in homework right now. You might be someone, you might be an investment banker who's working 9 to 9 every single day. Like, I know a lot of people like that. And I know we're all busy, guys. But I just want you to understand that the time that you have here on this earth is extremely limited. And I want you to spend it doing things that you want to do and with people that you love. I love you guys. Thank you again for tuning into a video on the Dan Whitmer channel. I started calling this channel the You Have Permission channel. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to that or not, because I kind of want this to be experimental and make videos of a bunch of different things. My whole goal being to just, again, become a better videographer and photographer. So if you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below or just give me some love. If you did like this video, please give it a like, followed by a subscribe to this channel. Again, my main business and passion is the official Jump Rope Dudes. So the Jump Rope Dudes is a place where it's another YouTube channel, you should check it out, it's right here, where we teach people how to jump rope, get lean, and live more. So we help people basically have more fun with their exercise and get amazing results through jump rope fitness. If you get a chance, go check that out. I'll see you guys on the next video. This is family business, and this is for the family that can't be with us.
Like a photo where your granny's picture now that you're gone, and hit us super hard on Thanksgiving and Christmas. This can't be right.